Hello, my welcome back to another Five Show. I'm Jacob J. Books Corner, and today we are talking about my October wrap-up. Sadly, not enough horror. Not enough horror, in my opinion, for my October wrap-up. However, first things first, we should talk about books that I'm publishing and/or published. I published Gunshot Residue in September. It follows Alex as he believes his husband is cheating on him. He learns that some secrets don't really need to come out to light, and you shouldn't probably search for things. If you want to get it now, you totally can. It's on 99-cent deal for Kindle on Amazon. If you've come unlimited, you can also read it. It's quick, it's fast, they're already married, it has some really fun tropes in it. Then its sequel, P49, which I've never been able to hold up before in a video, so this is pretty cool, comes out on November 3rd, which is on Monday. I think this is hopefully going out tomorrow, so just in a few days. It follows Carrie Brooks as he joins a job called Wonderland, where he is asked to go on a mission. That mission is a very simple one, and then it becomes extremely complicated. P49 is a direct sequel, so you do need to read GSR or Gunshot Residue to read P49. However, like I said, it does come out November 3rd in case you guys are interested. It's bigger, by the way, the longest one in the series. That being said, we, just like every time before this, we're doing everything in small books. So we're gonna go ahead and get started because I don't really know how much time I have to be able to talk because my phone is dying. Starting with Clowns in a Cornfield, this is my latest release. I read this because of Halloween. I read this every year for Halloween. This year was no different. 5-star read. Absolutely love it. One of the best slashers. It follows our main character Quinn as she moves to Kettle Springs and a massacre starts to happen. I adore it. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to watch the movie tomorrow on actual Halloween, which is the new plan. We'll see how much I like it. On retrospect thinking, I wasn't really looking forward to it, so we'll see. Then we have A Girl's Girl, which I end up really not liking. I gave it a 2. I just can't understand certain aspects of it. It's extreme horror. Some tropes come with the territory. However, I didn't think they're necessary here in particular. If you read it, you know what I mean. If you haven't, that's fine. It was for a 5 video that I was planning on doing for this month for extreme horror, and none of the book clicked, so I didn't post that video. But I do plan on coming back and revising this because I do want to do a video full spoilers where we talk in-depth details. Another recent read was the first volume for the Absolute Batman, which is called The Zoo. I absolutely adore this. I gave it a 4, I think. There's some things I want them to improve on, but I'm excited to continue on with this particular Absolute. We'll see about the others as I work my way through them. Hopefully before the end of this month, like I can read them tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure. We have Breathe In, Bleed Out by Brian McCurry. Breathe In, Bleed Out follows a woman, I believe, she has lost her husband, her fiance, and she is asked to go on this retreat that ends up being a bit different. If you saw Opus, very similar vibes to Opus. I think it's like Midsummer meets Scream or something. I don't know if I got that vibe, but I could see where people are coming from when talking. I read The Favorites by Lynn Fargo. I was really nervous to read The Favorites and it blew me the fucking out of the water. Like, I gave it a 4.5. I adored this. I would highly recommend this. This follows 2 figure skaters as they rise up into fame from nothing. Reminds me a lot of Taylor Jenkins Reid, The Good Kind. And I don't know, if you just like that type of vibe, I think this could be a perfect fit for you. I would highly recommend it if you've been on the fence. I know a lot of people love it, and I do believe the hype is real. It wasn't fully perfect, which is fine, but I do believe the hype is real. Next, we have The Long Walk by Stephen King. The Long Walk follows a group of men as they participate in a tradition called the Long Walk. And essentially, you go on this walk until you can't, and you punch your ticket in. And punching your ticket in does mean literal death. I hated this book with a passion. However, I'm going to save a lot of my thoughts and feelings in a video coming to you very soon where I review it and its movie. So you can look for it there. Then we'll have a teaser, which is called Monstrilio. Monstrilio is also another one I thought I was going to hate, not going to lie, just based on vibes. I thought I wasn't going to like this. I kind of fucking adored it. Not gonna lie either. I think I gave it a 4 if I'm not mistaken. I was really shocked by how much time passes throughout the novel. So Monstrilio follows this woman. She loses her son and she ends up cutting out a lung. She moves back to Mexico and she is told an urban legend where if you feed the lung or you feed the object, it will come to life and become a person. She feeds the object, it becomes Monstrilio. And it's a great fucking book. I would recommend it. It is for a teaser for a video that should be coming relatively soon. I don't know how many of these 5 book videos I'm going to be doing. I just really like them, and now they're getting off subject, but I think it's fine. Let's talk about 2 other ones. One is also for a 5 book video, and that is Quicksilver. This is the one you guys will be seeing from me relatively soon by Callie Hart. I gave this a 4.25. This was, I really thoroughly enjoyed Quicksilver as well. Another book I didn't think I was going to like. I will have to say it took a ridiculous long time for me to jump in bed with this relationship, but once I was in, oh my god, I was fully deeply in. And I adored everything about it. I adored the world. I adored the characters. chapters on their own, but there was a point where I was like, oh my god, yeah, no, you guys deserve to be together. I was obsessed. I really couldn't put it down once I was like fully deep into it. Also worth the hype. Wasn't really expecting to say that. Then I tried to read Alchemize. This is brand new. I will be picking it back up again. I just ran out of time and I didn't have time to read it, but I tried and it just didn't work. So I will be restarting it as well because I feel like I missed the plot. I really couldn't tell you what this was about. I tried and I couldn't tell you. I am doing a full spoilery video for it though, so I will learn. But I did a soft DNF. I don't think it'll be anytime soon. I have a feeling that video will come out next year because I don't think I'm gonna get the copy back until December, if not January. And lastly, we do have a 24-hour readathon-ish vlog coming, and I'm just gonna run through some of those books here really quickly, and then we can call this wrap up a day. So I read 6 volumes of Attack on Titans. Essentially, I read these through omnibuses, but I do count them separately for some reason. I just think it looks better. So I read 6 Attack on Titans volumes. By far 26 was my favorite, and issue number 23 was my least favorite. However, we are in the final chapters of this series, and I'm really looking forward to it. And to be fair, I wish I would have done what I'm doing with Demon Slayer for this, but I won't spoil Demon Slayer because I have no idea when that video is going to come. I also read Revolution 9. Revolution 9 follows a girl. She was a part of this like ultra, like the society, and the society ended up going under. And so it's like a spy society. And so she like backs away from it and then she has a hit on her, I think, if I remember correctly. I really liked it. I thought the action was kind of fun. I landed on a 3.5. I read I Shot by Taylor Adams, one of the few Taylor Adams I have never read. I think there's a lot of growth here, but this being his debut, was a 3.25. This being his debut, I thought it was okay. I Shot follows a family, a husband and wife, traveling across country for a reason, and their car ends up breaking down in the middle of the road in the desert. They realize there's another car in front of them and a car behind them, and it follows their experience with a sniper who's shooting at them. Like I said, it was intense. It did exactly what it was going to do, but to be fair, for I Shot in particular, it was very much a debut, and it felt that way. Demon Slayer, I also started for volume 1. I watched the entire TV show in September, and I couldn't bring myself not to read the manga because I needed to know what happens next. The manga so far is very much like the TV show. You watched the TV show? You might be able to start with the Infinity Castle arc. I was told I could, but I want to know if there's differences. Then I read Taurus Season by Bernine Weaver. She has a different series that became famous, and I have now realized that this is a part of that series, so I do think I'll read the other ones to maybe get more in depth. I'm not entirely sure. This one is about a woman. She lives in Camp Carnage, and a guy shows up. His name is No One. Her name is Harper, I think, and they're both serial killers, and they get into some trouble together. I landed on, it wasn't super high. Yeah, a 3.25. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I had some issues with it. We talked about it. And then lastly, we'll talk about Are Your Parents Home by John Altman. I landed on a 2 for this one. Another extreme horror. This is a home invasion story told from a single perspective of a daughter. The man is crazy. He breaks into the home, does really despicable things to this family, experience the carnage of it all, as one extreme horror does. And when I say, I do believe there was maybe a line or two that was crossed. It went in places I didn't expect. All right, with that being said, those, I actually don't know, 19, 20 books I read in the month of October. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.